Hello there, Aquarius. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for March 1st through 15th, 2020. I am so sorry I'm getting these out late. I know that by the time I post this, it'll be around March 3rd, but this is meant to encompass that period of time. So yeah, I've definitely not forgotten about you. Aquarius and Pisces are a couple of my very favorite signs. That is my rising sign is Aquarius. So absolutely been thinking about you guys and hoping everything is well. Thank you so much for returning. If you are a returning subscriber, if you are new to the channel, likewise a big welcome to you. Thank you so much for checking me out. If you have not yet done so, I do invite everybody watching to reach out, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Also, give it that like by clicking that like button. Give it that dragon claw up. Let me know that you enjoyed the content. So first, a few quick notes before we get started that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Aquarius out there, so whatever messages make sense to you, those are meant for you. Whatever does not resonate, kick that on out to another Aquarius, everyone. This is mostly going to correspond to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. Check your natal chart, see what other planets and placements are in your chart, because you can watch the readings that correspond with those other signs and get even more messages that way. Also, all Aquarius cross-watchers are welcome to join. And if you are looking for any information regarding a personal reading from me, the card decks that I use, or you'd like to make a donation to the channel, all that information is below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started, Aquarius. So this right now, we're going to talk a little bit about your astrology, then we're going to get into the cards. Because I do both. So we are currently moving through Pisces season. The sun is moving in Pisces. We have Mercury retrograde, which definitely throws a lot of, challenges and, stalling in our communication and in our thought processes. And at this point, actually, the Mercury retrograde started out in Pisces, and as it's gone backward, it is in actually Aquarius now. So this last, week of the Mercury retrograde will be in your sign Aquarius, so you will definitely feel this even stronger than other people, because that's going to take your mind in backwards motion. It will put your thoughts into a mode of review. So don't be surprised if elements from the past come back up to be addressed. Don't be surprised if you feel like, oh gosh, I really need to get in touch with someone I haven't talked to in a long time, need to finish up a project that I haven't completed, or other people from your past might be reaching out to you, vice versa. So that will be coming up. It will be in your second house, so first and second. So that's going to really deal with your own identity as well as your finances and resources. All that Pisces energy is highlighting that second house universally for you. So it is a month where your value structure, how you're spending or saving your money, all come up into review and how you're working through that. Lots of Capricorn right now still. This is a year where there's just so much planetary motion in the sign of Capricorn. We really started hitting that late last year as Jupiter moved into Capricorn. Right now we've got 4 planets in the sign of Capricorn. That's going to be Mars that just moved into it. We've already got Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. Aquarius, this is really all adding up to a lot of intense energy, kind of a heavy energy in your universal 12th house of Pisces. What that really spells out and really signifies is that you are working through a lot of deep interior, emotional, spiritual baggage many times, things that are karmic, things that have come full circle, things that have to let go. Boy, do I know, because I was born with 3 planets in my 12th house, and it is a definite thing that comes up that you have to really work through and transcend a lot of emotional issues. It's also a very spiritual house, so if you are working to become more intuitive, more psychic, more spiritually aware and enlightened, it's actually really beautiful, because you can really grow in deep, meaningful, foundational ways. So that's what's going on right now, Aquarius. And I would also make a note that when Mars is moving through your 12th house, which it will be for the whole month of March, that's going to be a time when you don't want to be maybe a social. Sometimes you just feel more introverted. Even with work, it's like if you have a project or something to do, you'd rather work from home or by yourself because your energy will actually be better spent that way. So if that's possible for you, it is recommended. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. I'm going to pull a few major themes for you, and then we're going to go into a full Celtic cross and see what's coming up for you for this first half of March. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign of Aquarius. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout this session, and please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Oh, Aquarius, I love this. So we start out with the Star card from the Major Arcana. This is your own energy. Aquarius is represented by the Star, and so this really brings you strongly to the forefront. So this to me tells me that you really have the strength and potential to reach a lot of goals this first half of March, Aquarius. In spite of the retrograde, in spite of all the things that are really heavy right now, this is a time where you do have a lot of power to reach that next level. The Star is always about, transcending and, after, even going through so much challenge and so much turmoil, it's like emerging victorious. So Aquarius, keep balanced, keep the focus on, that higher goal, that higher ambition, that higher outcome that you really have for yourself, because all these challenges, they're just refining you. They're putting you through the fire so that you come out stronger and even better in the end. So let's pull a crystal and chakra card and see which one comes up for you. So the Dioptase crystal comes up, and that is aligned with the heart chakra and the direction. So this is really saying, Aquarius, where is your heart's direction going? This may be a time to really do some heart chakra healing. So this little crystal, Dioptase, this can be a very helpful crystal for the heart chakra alignment. Easier stones that you might be able to also get a hold of are things like the rose quartz, things like a moonstone, aventurine, peridot, rhodochrosite. All those are really great for heart chakra healing. But this is to me really saying, what direction do you want your heart to go in, and where is your heart really leading you? Aquarians are often aligned with the intellectual or the mental realm, so sometimes you can get a little bit, cut off from that heart direction. So Aquarius, get deeper into your emotions, deeper into your heart, and see where your heart is truly leading you, in spite of maybe where your head is saying, well, this is the more logical, practical direction to go, but the heart might have, something to say about that. So let's pull a Druid animal card. Let's see what animal spirit is strongest for you this first half of March. Oh, yay. And we have the rabbit, we have the hare showing up, and I always love to see that. I am a bunny mama. I have 3 rabbits myself. Absolutely love them. They're the best pets. And, rabbits to me are very magical. They have that tradition of being magical, being shapeshifters all throughout, long Celtic or Druidic tradition, and that's a big part of where they get that connotation and connection even now with magic, like magicians pulling a rabbit out of a hat, because they're seen as being most active at dawn and dusk, which are the in-between times. So they're very magic. They're very good at transition. And as you're going through a lot of transitions, Aquarius, this hare, this rabbit spirit is very strong with you. Of course, the other obvious things that rabbits are connected with is abundance, fertility, having enough coming to you. And right now, like I said, with Pisces going through that second house for you, money is an issue. Finances are an issue. These are things that are coming up to be reviewed and balanced. So this bunny could be, reminding you that you do have enough, and you can create more resources if that's something that you're needing. So yeah, absolutely beautiful, Aquarius. It's a very magical beginning to your reading in a lot of ways. So let's see. We're going to move Mr. Dragon over here. Let's get into your tarot and see what comes up for you. Let's ask Spirit what they've got for my Aquarians for the beginning part of March for 2020, please. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So here's some stuff coming up. Lots of sevens. Yeah, okay. So here in the center, we have the Six of Swords. So right now, this is where you are, and this is kind of the theme, and I really do see this for a lot of you guys, is that you're moving away from these troubled waters and moving into a calmer, clearer place, because it is a Six of Swords. It's that swords energy, so it is air energy. It's very much your own energy. I will be clarifying the Rider-Waite with the Celestial Tarot just to get more messages around these. But yeah, to me, so this is because there's both water and swords, you know, represented in that card, it is a decision that's made both with the mind and with the heart and the emotions, Aquarius. But this is you really being focused on getting to a better place where things are more calm and more peaceful. So let's pull a clarifier for that Six of Swords. Ooh, we got the Prince of Wands, which is the same as the Knight of Wands in this deck. So yeah, this is very, you're actually moving towards this goal very quickly with a, you know, Knight of Wands coming out, because that's like passionate, new beginnings, fresh new energy, and you're moving towards that, you know, as quickly as possible. So that's a very positive thing there, Aquarius. Here in the immediate past, there's that Nine of Wands. This is you feeling kind of beat up, kind of defensive. You fought a lot of hard battles, and you really have, you know, kind of been on edge, you know, in this immediate past position. It's made you feel like you've constantly got to be on guard, constantly got to be watching out for anything that's negative that's coming up. Two of Wands also coming up on top of that Nine of Wands. Really, this is a lot of decisions you've had to make. You know, a lot of choices that have come up, and it's kind of left you feeling kind of punchy, like, you know, I don't know what's coming next. So this is why right now you're very focused on moving forward, getting out of that energy and not feeling so defensive, not feeling so embattled, because that is how you've been feeling in the immediate past. So going into the immediate future, we have the Seven of Swords. Not my favorite guy, as you guys will know, because he is, in my opinion, the sneakiest dude in the tarot. This is deception, this is dishonesty, this is somebody hiding something from you potentially. And Aquarius, because this is your own energy, this could also be just you hiding something from yourself. You might be saying, oh, this or that isn't a big deal to me, this or this isn't such a, you know, really hurting me that bad, but it is. You know, it's like this is really a signal to me many times that says, you know, be totally honest with yourself. And also do your due diligence, and just be careful, you know, around people that you have in your circle, especially if they're people you don't know very well or have just met. You know, just make sure that they've, you know, got your best interest at heart, because, you know, sometimes that can indicate someone that's not completely above board. So let's pull a clarifier for this guy. See what's coming out. We've got the Prince of Pentacles. So yes, this is like the same as the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very stabilizing, solid energy. So it's also a slow-moving energy. So Aquarius, this is saying, you know, make sure that you really check people out before you totally let them into your circle, because that Pentacles Knight doesn't move super quick. He takes his time. He's very methodical. But he's also very successful. So I believe that if you do that work and you just, you know, check out what's the story with these, you know, someone new or something new in your life. And also, again, you know, if you're, if you feel like you haven't been completely honest with yourself about something you're feeling, something you're wanting, you may go, oh, I didn't really want that so bad, but you kind of really did. It's like, get in touch with that, Aquarius, because that Knight of Pentacles can say, it's really okay to want what you want, but it might take a little more time to get there, but you shouldn't give up on your goal. So let's look at the undercurrent. This is what's going on with your subconscious. So Aquarius, right now, there is that, like, so many options right now presenting themselves. There's that possibility that you're feeling kind of confused, kind of chaotic emotionally inside, which I think is totally normal with the Mercury retrograde going on. This is kind of a normal energy that a lot of us are feeling. So that's going on in your subconscious, is that you may have a lot of options, a lot of choices, and it's hard for you to make a decision on just one because there's so many presenting themselves and you don't want to make the wrong choice. It's like some of those cups have really nice stuff in them. Some of them you're not sure what's in them. So let's pull a clarifier for that. There's a lot of kind of misty, cloudy, you know, confusion possibility here with this retrograde. And there it is, the Venus card, the Empress. For some Aquarians, this can definitely be a little bit of confusion, or maybe a lot of confusion when it comes to love, because the Empress card has so much to do with Venus energy. For some of you, it could even be a choice between two different people, or a choice between like staying somewhere for a job, or like, you know, going towards your relationship instead. So it literally could be that. You know, but this, to me, the Empress is very grounded, it's very centered, it's very Taurus, Libra energy as well. So it's really saying, you know, if you're forced to make a choice, you know, during the retrograde period, it does end on March 9th, so we don't have a whole lot longer with it, thankfully. But if you do have to make a big choice before that, take the choice that makes you feel the most centered and grounded and honors your boundaries the most. Absolutely. So then going up into the top, we have a message from Spirit that's coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. And to me, she is like, you know, the smaller card. It's like she's the regular court card that really makes me think of, you know, the Empress card. So it's interesting that you've got the Empress on the underneath and you've got the Nine of Pentacles on the top, because both of them have that Empress energy to me. They're both earthy, stable, grounded. It's that feminine energy of, you know, being careful, cautious, resourceful, wise. And they're, funny enough, in the corner, check it out, she's got that little bunny rabbit. So there's your rabbit coming back around, Aquarius. You know, because this is about abundance. This is about having money in the bank and taking care of things. So, you know, this is, to me, is also very, very strong Capricorn energy. Can also be Virgo and Taurus. But I always feel that Capricorn because she's got goats. She's got goats on that throat. So I'm always like, that's a little Capricorn lady. But yeah, so this is very high on, you know, the higher mind. Like I said, this is the message from Spirit. This is what's crowning the spread. So, you know, Spirit wants you to know, first off, that you are more resourceful than you might think you are. This could also be an earth sign person, or literally like an earth sign woman that's high on your mind or influencing your life, usually for the better, especially if it's, you know, for creating more stability. So let's pull a clarifier for this one. And well, look at that. We got the Queen of Swords coming up on top of that Queen of Earth. So this is a no-nonsense lady, because to me that combo of earth and air is like, she's stable, she's solid, businesswoman, but this is also, oh my goodness, this is like, you know, Queen of Swords. That's your own energy too, Aquarius. That's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy coming in. And that's very strong, very independent, knows how to make decisions, can be very logical, very rational with her emotions. So yeah, that to me is just even stronger. That says, you know, this is a time to really pull into those qualities about yourself, Aquarius, is that you are independent, you are strong, and you are resourceful. So going forward, it's like, you know, again, though, bring your heart into the decision, because sometimes that air and earth can be all logic and not enough heart. So just remember that as well. So let's pull some advice for you up the side here. All right, Aquarius, so here we go. We've got suggested approach is the Six of Wands. So this, to me, this is a card of victory. This is a card of overcoming obstacles, you know, and emerging victorious from some kind of challenging situation. So if you ask me, this is Spirit asking you to approach your situations and challenges as if you've already achieved a victory. Don't go into it thinking, oh, I can try this, but it won't turn out the way I want it. It's like, don't defeat yourself before you've even tried. So, you know, go in, you know, believing in yourself. Go in believing that, you know, you can attain a victory over the challenges that are coming your way. And look at that. See, the Mars, the Tower is coming in. So that, like I said, that Mars energy is Capricorn right now. And this is going through a lot of transcendence, a lot of, you know, inner purging and emotional transcendence. So, you know, a lot of Tower moments are happening for my Aquarians right now, where a lot of old structures, a lot of old things are passing away. And it can feel upsetting, right? You know, because that Tower, it's like, wait a minute, all my structure is moving away. So, you know, just be patient with it, but remember that you can emerge victorious from that situation. What you need to know, Aquarius, right now is the Hanged Man is there, and this is, you know, what's going on with you, and it's really saying that you're in between the times, like you are not completely done with one cycle of life and not completely started on a new one. This also can say to be patient, because the Hanged Man, you know, it's like it's really waiting in the balance. It's like you gotta literally hang in there, you know, till the process is done, and you can't rush your own process. You know, the Hanged Man is about, you know, going through a bit of a trial or a struggle to achieve enlightenment. So it's very, very strong. It's really, you know, kind of a beautiful card. People don't always realize that about the Hangman, you know, but just keep in mind that if it feels frustrating, if it feels painful, it feels like a real trial right now, there is a point to this process, and you will get through it even better than before. And look at that, the Six of Cups. And for many Aquarians, this trial, this challenge, this does have to do with something either surrounding, you know, the past, something you're nostalgic about, sweet memories, you know, good thoughts about something from your past. Could be a reconciliation you're hoping for, could be something that, you know, from the past that you're hoping will return to your life. So that's definitely part of what the struggle is for some of my Aquarians out there. Do keep in mind this is general, so it won't be every one of you, but for some of you, that's really what you're feeling. Hopes and fears. There it is, King of Cups. There's a real, you know, concern here about, you know, being emotionally vulnerable, being emotionally open, but you're also hoping that you can rise to the challenge of being emotionally mature and strong, because the King of Cups is a master of his emotions. He understands that give and take, and it's also a card of emotional healing, which I know that you're hoping for, absolutely. So let's pull a clarifier for him. And yes, Five of Cups. Interesting, we had the Six of Cups over the Hangman. Now we've got the Five of Cups on top of the King of Cups. So for a lot of my Aquarians out there, you have definitely experienced some kind of emotional pain, some kind of emotional loss, really are still quite hurting about something. That's partly what you're hoping for, is this healing, is, you know, growth and maturation that comes out of, you know, having to go through such a painful process. But this is also reminding you that, you know, not all is lost, even if it really feels like quite a lot fell apart, that there is still hope. There is still, you know, a place to grow from. And so the outcome potential is here with the Eight of Pentacles. So Aquarius, like I said, there is a definite patience curve to some of this. It's like, don't give up. One day at a time, those goals are coming. You are reaching them. You are sorting out what's important to you, what's real to you. And at the same time, you know, just keep working one day at a time at whatever task comes to you. Stay in the moment. Aquarius is a very, very futuristic sign, so many times they can get really caught up in, well, what's coming next and what's coming next, instead of staying in the moment. So that Eight of Pentacles is a very strong reminder to say, you know, stay in the moment, because when you're in the moment, you're powerful, when you're present with what's coming up at each turn. So let's pull a clarifier for him. Ooh, this one wants to float. Okay, so we've got that Six of Pentacles, which to me is a card of balance. Very, very much. So Aquarius, you are definitely working at your personal balance, reciprocity, equal give and take. Also, this is saying to me, balance your money, balance your finance. This is something a lot of you are probably working at right now as we go through this Mercury retrograde. But basically, Aquarius, don't give your energy and time to something that's not going to give that back to you. That includes, you know, whether it's work, people you know, relationships you're in. If you feel like I'm doing all the work, I'm putting in all the effort, and like it's like having a friend that never calls you. You're always the one that calls, always the one that shows up, and they never do it back. So that's a good indicator right there. So let's pull a last card from the Hero's Journey Oracle. We're going to just get a last piece of affirmation for you. Oh, wow. Aquarius, how much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. So Aquarius, if you've gotten really trapped into a cycle where you just feel like nothing good ever happens to me, things don't work out the way I want them to, this is really the universe asking, you know, how would it be if you knew you wouldn't fail? How much good can you handle us bringing to you? Because it is there, it is possible. This card is so beautiful with those colors, and it feels like, it almost feels like she's, I don't know, it's not really in the card, but this is just what I feel. It's like she's pulling back that arrow to hit that target, and it's like, that's how I feel about this card. Is it's like, what is your intended goal? What is it that you really want to focus upon? And bringing that into manifestation. So Aquarius, this was your reading for the first half of March. I hope you have a wonderful time, and I'll be seeing you very, very soon for the full moon readings. See you. Bye-bye.